Hi, everyone. This is Jackie Cooper with the Blockchain Legal Institute. And today, actually, we are streaming live into my JCooperTravels portal. So if you are not aware that I've started a number of businesses, including travel, well, welcome to the news.
Right?
Because I'm still doing travel. In fact, my team and I are going to be heading towards not towards. We will be in Nashville at the Bitcoin conference. We're going to have a booth there for the Bitcoin Cinderella books that I write. And it's going to be an active, fun week of meeting people in that space. And if you're not familiar with what Bitcoin is, definitely reach out. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a way which is, casting anything towards you
Mhm.
guys. But, a lot of times there are misconceptions about Bitcoin. And so I know I'm not even letting Patrina introduce herself. I'm so sorry. We do this almost every week. And it's like, Patrina, why don't you go ahead and say hi before I kind of get into my brain.
So, because I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, okay, so many segues there. So I will start with the first one. My name is Patrina Pelton Smith. I am the CEO and principal consultant of the Business of Charity. We are a consultancy working with nonprofits and small businesses to do formation, so business registrations, executive coaching, capacity building, grant writing, and then also fundraising using AI services. And so AI, cryptocurrency, those are all tools. And so I was actually thinking when Jackie started out and she said we were on J Cooper Travels, that is how she and I met.
Yeah,
Over
yeah.
2 years ago, I found her on another platform, one that I can't think of the name of it right now, but
I think.
yes. And so I reached out to her, got interested in Bitcoin mining, and was like, oh, this is a great space to be in.
Yeah.
And so now here we are in 2024 doing this, educating and making awareness. And so I was that person she was talking about. I knew about Bitcoin because I'd read about it in the news, but that was the extent of my knowledge of it. And so coming into this world, having a conversation with Jackie opened up a whole level of new information, and has brought me into it. So I have come into the rabbit hole. But don't be afraid to say I don't know, and get some information and awareness, because I've mentioned it to several people. Usually my baby boomers, and not in a negative way, but recognizing that generation, will be like, stay away from it. It's all scary and scammy. And I'm like, absolutely, it's not. Let me give you some more information about it. And then that way you can understand why it is just another tool, another vehicle for you to do different things with it. So there's
Yeah.
my introduction today.
So again, we are on the Jacob Travel side. So if this is new to you in terms of our live stream, we only do this for 15 minutes almost every Friday. And we're very respectful of the time. While you were talking, I was searching, but I couldn't find it. Normally it's right near me. We co-wrote a book on the digital asset fundraiser, for nonprofits. And so if you are in the nonprofit space, we wrote that book because we know that accepting cryptocurrency, NFTs, or any other digital assets is another way to fundraise for nonprofits. And that being said, I mean, we're going to jump all over the place today, but that being said, this year and last year, I started the Blockchain Legal Institute, which everyone should definitely hop over. It's a centralized library for decentralized resources. It provides a lot of information, and it's like the blockchain Wikipedia. It's constantly growing. New links are being uploaded daily. But this year, because I'm writing the Bitcoin Cinderella books, I started a nonprofit called the Blockchain Legal Institute Foundation. So with Patrina's help on that. And then the other organization that I started, because I happen to live in the Maryland side, is the Maryland Blockchain Association. So if you are hearing this and you're in Maryland and you are curious about blockchain, AI, crypto, whatever, definitely come over to the Maryland Blockchain Association website, join our free meetups, which happen virtually. I'm a big fan of virtual learning, and it happens once a month. You'll have different speakers, to include Patrina and others, and you can also join and then get access to the newsletter and a lot of other things that we're doing. So, a lot of great educational opportunities,
Mhm.
professional development, and also if you're in the business within this area, we want to know about you so that way we can promote and extend your customer or client base to those that are both in Maryland as well as outside of Maryland. So definitely reach out. It's all about networking, and that's what the next week is going to be about at the Bitcoin conference. So I'm really excited about going down there, and we're going to be hosting actually our first Bitcoin Cinderella wine and cheese
That is so cool.
reception. And the president, actually no, the president of Liberland was our keynote for one of our virtual global summits, and his actually staff, but more than staff, the officers from Liberland actually will be at our event, and they're actually also sponsoring the event. So that's exciting. And what else are we doing there? Oh my gosh. I am also part of the continuing legal education because I'm a lawyer and because I believe in what Bitcoin stands for, and also the fact that we have to educate everyone.
Mhm.
The Bitcoin conference is actually hosting a one-day continuing legal education forum for lawyers, and you can get continuing legal education credit. And so if you are thinking that you need CLE and you're curious about this, definitely come on down. You do need a ticket, and you can reach out to me, and I do have a discount on the tickets. Happen to be the CLE attendee liaison person, but would love to help you out in terms of getting a discount on the ticket, which will also include access to the event. So there's different things that you can do there. I'm thinking what else? There's just so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a lot going on right now. Yep.
A lot going on. And in this past week, there's been a lot going on too. I know that if for those that are following us, if you're not subscribed yet to the Blockchain Legal Institute's uh, platform on LinkedIn or
Mhm.
Twitter, definitely find us. And then also go over to the Blockchain Legal Institute YouTube side, because that there's the Crypto Mom 2 side, there's
Yeah.
the JCooperTravels side, there's because I've started a variety of different talk shows over the times that I've had businesses. It's all about education. So definitely reach out and message us if you have questions. Now, Patrina, I know you were going to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and some tools that you found. So why don't you go ahead and share?
So I was doing some research this week and came across a website that was offering a book or an ebook on using generative AI. So we have talked about using ChatGPT, but I have recognized that even with my use of it, it's still limited. There are still mass amounts of things that you can do. So if you would like to see a way that you can use additional tools, that was a great ebook. The other thing, backed by popular demand, we will also be talking about using it to grant write again next month. So I will set that date up. I need to look at my calendar. I thought I was going to have time to do it before we met today. But after the following week, because next week is since they are in conference, we will not be here. But the following week we will. And so we will have those dates so that more people can come in and learn how to grant write using AI tools. Because guess what? It's not going away. We want to think that it's a trend, but I think it's a trend in the opposite direction. We are only going to see more and more usage of it because it's already incorporated into so many things we do every day. I mean, now you can go automatically Google something and it's going to give you an AI answer to whatever search you're looking for. And that's whether you turn on using the actual tool, the paid tool, or not. Microsoft has an integrated tool in Microsoft 365, which interestingly enough went down today as part of
I
that tool.
know.
So, I was joking on one call. We were talking about it early this morning, and one of the members of my call said, we might be going back to pen and paper temporarily, because at the end of the day, AI tools, cryptocurrency, NFTs, they're not going anywhere. They're only going to be integrated into what we do every day.
Yeah, for sure. Now, it's interesting that you talk about pen and paper because you and I have talked about this a lot. I'm
Mhm.
in the process of updating a book that I wrote, which I'll hold up here. It's called The Digital
Mhm.
Asset Organizer for Attorneys and Clients. And I would suggest to anyone, because by next week, whenever you guys hear this, next week, the new edition of this book will be up, and it is phenomenal. I even have to say that myself because this was a starter. I created it for Ariana, my daughter, because she needed it. I needed it to help her understand where my assets were. And digital assets are not just crypto, not just NFTs. It could be domain names. It's your online business. It's your social
Absolutely.
media accounts. It's your Square account. You
Yes.
know, anything that you have online. I mean,
Mhm.
as I was opening up a new platform the other day, I thought, oh I have to write this down in my
To add
organization.
it to your list. Yep.
Otherwise, she's not going to know how to
Mhm.
access it. And one of the biggest takeaways that I had as I was writing the second edition of the book is, and I made it as a big, big, bold, do not have your, well, again, there's digital executor and then your legacy executor. But I made a suggestion in the book is don't have your executors cancel your credit cards because you do not know which business or platform those cards are connected to. And if you have anyone cancel the card before you've actually gone in and seen what the value of the information is there, all of a sudden it gets lost.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
in the past, you might have thought, okay, I'm just going to cancel the card because it's just connected to Amazon. It's just
Right.
a magazine subscription.
Right.
No, not anymore.
Connected to
It's
everything.
connected to everything.
Oh my gosh.
I I'm an Isogenics distributor because I use their products, and that's a business. My
Yep.
daughter might, oh, it's just Isogenics. Well, no, it's not just Isogenics. If you go in, you might see that I'm owed money.
I
So
must say there's money there. Yep.
yeah, and or even on Anchor, which I haven't been on a while, but my other talk show, and I keep having it in my little calendar
Mhm.
that there, we get drips of money when
Mhm.
people are listening. Again, if she cancels it and doesn't look and then
Right.
transfers it, this is all part of your organization of your estate.
Absolutely.
So I am saying to anyone who's listening out there, you're online. That means you need this book.
Yeah. It just
You're online, and
mind.
even
Yes.
if you don't have a will, you need this book. If
Yes.
you are thinking about getting divorced, not that I want to have anyone get divorced, and you want to make sure that you know what the other side has, get this book. Because if
Mhm.
you don't know how to ask the questions,
Right.
you won't get the whole answer. And
Right.
bankruptcy too. So if you're a professional, just think about getting the book and asking questions. We only have a few more minutes.
I know
I
that was quick.
And it was very quick. So there's so much more I could share. What wrap up would you like to share for everyone? Because we only have a few minutes to go.
So again, looking at resources that will help improve your life, consider looking at different AI tools because again, they're already integrated. They offer some ease and accessibility for you, and a lot of them because they're already there, they're free. So Zoom is one of those tools. Want to take minutes during a note or take notes during a minute? Um, one of my dyslexia moments, and so you can click on the button, have it generated, and then you don't have to do all that typing. And I'm in so many meetings today alone. This makes meeting number 7 that started at 8:30. That yeah, I've been crunching notes. So AI, turn it on, let it generate it, make your life easier. As we say, work smarter, not necessarily harder. So
The only caveat that I'm going to give to that is you have to know which meetings are you turning the AI on for.
Oh, good point.
There might be confidential information within these meetings. And so where these AI tools are hosted, you might have to think about that as well. They definitely
Okay.
are a good tool. See if there's a way to turn it off at times, just like, and if you can turn it off, even if you're in a meeting, then that means you can then turn it back on. So that way information that might not you want in other portals to have access to. So
Good point. Very good point to wrap up with. So
anyway, guys, remember always to have a great day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. We're all interconnected. We're all part of one world, and now more than ever. And we look forward to having you follow us on social media, like and subscribe. And we'll be back in 2 weeks after the conference. See you guys. Bye.
bye.